Hello, this is Rabbi Michael Weiner with Rabbi's Reflections for Tuesday, December 30th, 2025. Shalom. Psalm 42, verses 5 and 6, Part 5. These things I remember as I pour out my soul within me, for I used to go along with the throng, walking with them to the house of God, with a voice of joy and praise, a multitude keeping a festival. Why are you downcast, O my soul? Why are you murmuring within me? Hope in God, for I will yet praise him for the salvation of his presence. There are ups and there are downs. There are highs and there are lows. Here is the stark contrast. In verse 5, we're flying high, walking with the crowd to the house of God, with a voice of joy and praise. Not even moments later, we are downcast and asking why our soul is murmuring within. Then immediately in the same verse, another flip, as if to remind himself, which is exactly how these two verses start, it's all a memory. There's a startling statement, hope in God. Follow that with the highest praise of all, thanksgiving for Yeshua. These two verses are a roller coaster of emotions. They both start and finish. Both the start and the finish are high praise. The joy of first walking and then just being in God's presence. In between is the murmuring of a downcast soul. This describes the life of every follower of Yeshua. We all start our walk with Yeshua in the excitement of having found him. At some point, every one of us will wrestle with God over control for our lives. Jacob's struggle is our own. We read about Jacob's struggle in Genesis 32, beginning in verse 27. Then he said, "Let me go, for the dawn is broken." And he said, "I won't let you go unless you bless me." And then he said to him, "What is your name?" And he answered, "Jacob." Then he said, "Your name will no longer be Jacob, but rather Israel, for you have struggled with God and with men, and you have overcome." And then Jacob asked and said, "Please tell me your name." But he said, "What's this? You're asking my name?" And then he blessed him there. So Jacob named the place Peniel, for I have seen God face to face, and my life has been spared. This is the victory on the other side. The hope we have in Hebrew is yachal, meaning to wait with expectation. That expectation is matched by praise for God, which is really todah. In Hebrew, many of you already know this. It means thanksgiving. We give thanks to God with expectation that what we're thanking God for has already been accomplished. We may not see it yet, but it is done nonetheless. Romans 8:24 and 25. For in hope we were saved, but hope that is seen is not hope. For who hopes for what he sees? But if we hope for what we do not see, then we eagerly wait for it with perseverance. Which leads us to Ephesians 3:16 and following. I pray that from his glorious riches he would grant you to be strengthened in your inner being with power through his Ruach, so that Messiah may dwell in your hearts through faith. I pray that you, being rooted and grounded in love, may have strength to grasp with all the Kadoshim what is the width and length and height and depth, and to know the love of Messiah which surpasses knowledge, so you may be filled up with all the fullness of God. Shalom, shalom.